Most cat owners have one quiet fear they never say out loud. Am I doing enough for my cat? Do they actually know how much I love them? Am I a good enough owner? If you've ever asked yourself any of those questions, that question itself is the first answer. Because here's what separates truly exceptional cat owners from everyone else. They're the ones who wonder. They're the ones who watch. They're the ones who care enough to ask. These are the 7 signs that you already are one. And by sign number 4, most people watching this video realize they've been exceptional this whole time without knowing it. Not dramatically wrong, not obviously sick, just slightly different. A quietness that wasn't there yesterday. An appetite that's a fraction less enthusiastic. A position they don't usually choose. Most people miss these signals entirely. They're too subtle, too easy to dismiss as just being a cat. But you notice, because you know your cat well enough to have a baseline, and you're paying close enough attention to feel when something deviates from it. This is one of the most clinically significant behaviors a cat owner can have. Early detection of subtle behavioral changes is the single most important factor in catching feline illness before it becomes serious. Your cat doesn't need to tell you when something's wrong, you already know. Your cat turns away, or moves off your lap, or gives the slow tail flick that means enough, and you let them go, without taking it personally, without following them, without forcing the affection. This sounds simple. It is extraordinarily rare. Research on human-cat relationships consistently identifies consent-respecting behavior, allowing cats to initiate and terminate contact, as the strongest predictor of a secure, trusting bond between owner and cat. Your cat approaches you freely and stays willingly, because they've learned that with you, they always have a choice. That trust was built one respected boundary at a time, by you. If you're recognizing yourself in these signs, hit like and subscribe. Your cat is lucky to have you. You came home later than planned. You were too tired to play with them. You had a week that was heavy, and your cat got less of you than they deserved, and you felt bad about it. Here's the truth about that guilt. Owners who don't care don't feel it. The guilt you carry about your cat is direct evidence of how seriously you take your responsibility to them. It's not a flaw, it's a measure of how much you love them. The cat owners most likely to have deeply bonded, emotionally healthy cats are consistently those who experience ownership as a relationship, with all the care, worry, and responsibility that relationships carry. Your guilt means you're paying attention, and your cat knows the difference. Good morning. How are you? What are you doing? Did you miss me? Hello. Just walking past, wanted to say hi. You talk to your cat the way you'd talk to someone you love, in that soft voice you'd never use in public, about nothing and everything, without needing them to respond. The 2022 University of Paris study confirmed that cats distinguish their owner's voice, but only when the owner uses the specific, warm, elevated tone reserved for them. Cats who hear this tone show increased attention, approach behavior, and bonding responses. Your cat hears that voice and knows, with complete certainty, that it means you. Every word you've ever spoken to your cat in that voice, they heard it. They recognized it. They kept it. It's the sound of being chosen, their feeding time, their favorite sleeping spot in winter versus summer, the time of day they get the zoomies, the way they like to be greeted when you come home, the specific sound they make when they want water versus food versus attention. You know all of it, without being asked, without keeping notes. You simply absorbed it because you were paying attention. Cats whose owners demonstrate high behavioral familiarity, knowing their specific preferences, habits, and signals, show significantly lower stress markers and higher quality of life scores than cats whose owners interact with them generically. You didn't just give your cat a home, you learned them. That's a completely different thing. You sit down, you make yourself available, and you wait. You don't call them repeatedly. You don't reach for them from across the room. You don't carry them to where you want them to be. You simply exist, open and present, and you let them decide when and whether to close the distance. And because you do this, they always do. Eventually, on their terms, in their time, which is the only way a cat's love ever truly arrives. Studies on cat social behavior confirm that cats show the strongest and most sustained bonding behaviors toward humans who consistently allow them autonomy in social interactions, making the patient, present owner the one their cat chooses most. The cat who comes to you freely comes to you because you never made them feel they had to. Think about who watches a video called 7 Signs You Are an Exceptional Cat Owner. Not someone who is indifferent to their cat. Not someone who sees them as furniture or background noise. Someone who wanted to know. Someone who cared enough to search. Someone who, if we're being completely honest, probably already suspected they weren't doing enough and wanted to be sure. That person is you. And here is what your cat already knows that you are only now beginning to accept. You are not just a good owner. You are the specific human your cat would have chosen, out of everyone, if they'd been given the choice. The way you love them, worry about them, learn them, talk to them, wait for them, that is not ordinary. That is exceptional. And they know it every single day. So the next time you wonder if you're doing enough, remember that the wondering itself is the answer. Exceptional cat owners don't know they're exceptional. They're too busy loving their cat to notice. Your cat noticed. They always do.